Cauliflower, the snow queen of the garden. Cool season, curd-covered, and quietly fierce. It's the vegetable that demands respect, a beautiful, tightly packed head of potential. But growing it can feel like a royal challenge. Are you ready to tame this frosty powerhouse? Today, we're diving deep into the world of cauliflower cultivation, transforming you from a curious gardener into a true cauliflower champion. Stick around for 9 essential steps, bonus tips for perfect white curds, and a curd-powered twist you won't see coming. By the end of this video, you'll have all the courage you need to grow the most magnificent cauliflower on the block. First things first, you need to choose your champion. Not all cauliflowers are created equal. You've got your classic Snowball variety, the go-to for that perfect pearly white head. It's reliable, it's delicious, and it's what most people picture when they think of cauliflower. Then there's the Cheddar variety, which naturally grows with a stunning golden orange hue. It's not just for looks. It actually contains more beta-carotene. And for those who want to bring a touch of royalty to the garden, there's the purple head cauliflower. This one is a real showstopper with a vibrant purple color that turns green when cooked. So choose wisely. Your veggie tray and your garden's reputation depends on it. Once you've picked your variety, it's time to get a head start. Cauliflower is a slow builder with high standards. It doesn't like to be rushed. That's why we start the seeds indoors, about 6 to 8 weeks before your area's last expected frost date. This gives the seedlings a protected, stable environment to build up strength before they face the great outdoors. Use a quality seed starting mix in trays. Plant your seeds about 1/4 inch deep and keep them moist. Place them under grow lights or in a very sunny windowsill. You'll watch them sprout and slowly develop their first true leaves. This crucial period is where your future cauliflower builds the foundation for its glorious crown. Patience is key here. Now let's talk about the soil. Cauliflower is a bit of a diva when it comes to its living conditions. It hates surprises and drama. It thrives in rich, well-drained soil with a pH level that's slightly acidic to neutral, ideally between 6.0 and 7.0. Before you even think about planting, it's a great idea to test your soil's pH. You can amend it with lime to raise the pH or sulfur to lower it. More importantly, cauliflower is a heavy feeder, so enrich your garden bed with plenty of well-rotted compost or manure. This not only provides essential nutrients, but also improves the soil structure, helping it retain moisture while still draining well. A smooth, consistent, and nutrient-rich bed is the perfect stage for our star performer. With your soil prepared, it's time for the big move, transplanting outdoors. But don't just throw your delicate seedlings to the wolves. You need to harden them off first. This means gradually exposing them to outdoor conditions over a week or two. Start with a few hours in a sheltered spot, then increase the time and sun exposure each day. Transplant them into the garden when the daytime temperatures are consistently above 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. Give them plenty of personal space. These future giants need room to breathe. Space your seedlings about 18 to 24 inches apart. This might seem like a lot of room now, but trust me, they'll fill it. This spacing ensures good air circulation and gives the Caulisaur room to roar. Once your cauliflower is settled in its new home, consistent care is everything. Let's focus on watering and mulching. Cauliflower needs a steady supply of moisture to form those dense, heavy heads. Aim for about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week, either from rain or your hose. Water deeply at the base of the plant to encourage deep root growth, but don't flood the fortress. Soggy soil can lead to root rot. To help maintain that crucial soil moisture and to keep pesky weeds at bay, apply a generous layer of mulch around your plants. Straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips work great. This mulch layer acts like armor, protecting the soil from drying out and keeping the root zone cool. Here's a step you can actually skip: pollination. That's right. Unlike tomatoes or cucumbers that need bees and other pollinators to produce fruit, cauliflower is harvested for its immature flower head, the curd. We actually want to harvest it *, before * it flowers and goes to seed. This means you don't need to worry about attracting bees or other pollinators for this part of the process. Your entire focus should be on keeping the plant cool, well-fed, and stress-free so it can pour all its energy into developing that one perfect tight curd. No pollen parties are required for this crop, just pure, focused curd construction. Now, let's talk about feeding your growing giant. While compost gives it a great start, cauliflower is a hungry plant and will need a little extra boost. When you first transplant your seedlings, you can use a balanced fertilizer, like the 10th of October 10, to help them get established. Early in its growth, cauliflower benefits from a bit more nitrogen to develop big, healthy leaves. These leaves are the solar panels that will power the head development later on. However, once the plant is well established, you want to ease off the nitrogen and focus more on phosphorus and potassium, which support curd formation. Too much nitrogen late in the game can lead to a leafy rebellion with lots of foliage but a tiny, disappointing head. Every garden hero faces villains, and cauliflower is no exception. It seems to attract a bit of chaos, so you need to be the calm commander. Keep a close eye out for common pests like cabbage worms, loopers, and aphids. These little critters love to munch on cauliflower leaves. Floating row covers are your first line of defense, creating a physical barrier that pests can't cross. If you do spot an infestation, insecticidal soap or neem oil can be effective organic solutions. On the disease front, clubroot is a major concern. It's a soil-borne fungus that causes roots to swell and deform. The best way to prevent it is through crop rotation. Don't plant cauliflower or its relatives, like broccoli or cabbage, in the same spot for at least 3 years. This is the moment we've been waiting for, the harvest. Timing is everything. You want to harvest your cauliflower when the head is fully grown, firm, white, and compact. The ideal size is usually around 6 to 8 inches in diameter, but this can vary by variety. Don't wait too long. If you see the curd starting to separate or get a rice-like texture, you've missed the peak. A yellowish or brownish tinge also means it's past its prime. If it looks fuzzy, it's fizzling. To harvest, use a sharp knife to cut the stalk just below the head, leaving a few of the surrounding leaves attached to help protect it. The feeling of harvesting a perfect, heavy head of cauliflower you grew yourself is unbeatable. Ready for some bonus tips to take your cauliflower game to the next level? To get those perfectly white heads, you can blanch them. When the head is about the size of a tennis ball, gently fold some of the large outer leaves over it and tie them loosely with twine or rubber band. This shields the curd from the sun, preventing it from turning yellow. Also, consider companion planting. Celery and beans are fantastic allies for cauliflower, as they can help deter pests. And now for that curd-powered twist I promised. Embrace the fun. Your garden is your kingdom. Why not give your cauliflower patch a hero? Maybe a little painted rock or a garden sign. Meet Caulisaur, the mighty protector of the patch. Every garden needs a curd-covered champion. So there you have it, the complete guide to growing cauliflower like an absolute champ. From choosing your variety to the final, glorious harvest, you now have the knowledge and the courage to succeed. Remember to keep the soil rich, the water consistent, and your eyes peeled for pests. With a little patience and care, you'll be rewarded with beautiful, delicious heads of homegrown cauliflower. Grow bold, grow clean, grow cauliflower. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more gardening adventures. And I'd love to know, what's your favorite way to eat cauliflower? Drop your go-to recipe in the comments below. Happy gardening!